Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of Nation Wave, and this is day 10 of the October Daily Draw. So, as we start a new week, let's see what kind of message we're going to get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Ghost Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Halloween Oracle. So, let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. And here we go. And today we will go. There. And our card today is the Nine of Wands. So, defending, standing up for our beliefs, for our vision, for our purpose. We've been talking about taking hold of the new opportunities. We've been talking about the new beginnings. We've been talking about beginning to work out how to unlock that potential. And we may need to make sure that we keep hold of that. We don't let go. We keep hold of that. And we defend it, and we stick by it, and we persist with it, even in the middle of hard times and challenges. That we need to keep going. We may need to take a hasty retreat. He's there at his castle, his fortress there. He's like standing guard. He's guarding what he's gained so far. We may need to put a guard up. We may need to guard ourselves as we start this week from whatever energies that may come to try and disrupt our sense of purpose and creativity. We may need to take measures to protect ourselves, to set boundaries, boundaries of our time, or of boundaries of what contact we have with people, boundaries of what situations we allow ourselves to be in, and to be watchful and vigilant for things that could unsettle us and throw us off our path. So to me, this Nine of Wands is a sense of we're on the right track. We may feel a bit battered and worn, but we need to keep going, and we need to be watchful of our own well-being. Maybe our well-being is not so great as we start this week. Maybe we're feeling a bit unsettled, maybe even physically tired, or mentally or emotionally tired or unsettled. And we need to put some boundaries in place just to help us recover a little bit, to heal a little bit, so we don't lose that sense of purpose and creativity that we've been presented with, that we're beginning to take hold of. It'd be so unfortunate and tragic for us to lose sight of and to lose hold of it at this early stage, because something throws us off course or unsettles us, that we fail to we release our grip on that thing we've been, that opportunity and that seed of potential. So take whatever measures you need to. That's what we need to do. We need to make sure we look after ourselves, and that we don't open ourselves up to unnecessary exposure to things that could be harmful to our purpose. So let's stand guard on that, and keep determined to be to continue to examine and unfold that potential that we've been presented with. So I feel that's what the energy that we're starting this week with. So let's take that on board and do our best to do what we need to do, even if it means that we need to switch off our phones for a time, we need to come off social media for a time, we need to spend more time alone, away for, limit our contact with others. I mean, it's a 9, which is like 9 in the majors is the Hermit, which we may need a hermit moment to draw aside a bit, to gain that light of guidance that we might need, to have that little time of recuperation. So if that's the case, then we need to do whatever it takes so that we don't lose sight of our purpose and we don't lose that initial spark of creativity and potential that we have taken hold of. So we need to put a guard on that and set some boundaries, maybe, if just for a time, to heal, to recuperate, to rejuvenate ourselves and our situation, before we perhaps reconnect more fully with things again. So, and if that's that's what's needed, then that's what we need to be prepared to do. We may need to say no a bit more often than what we're used to saying no. We those boundaries that we put in place are important at times like these. So it's not that we're being callous. It's not that we're doing this forever and a day. It's just for a set time. It's just at the moment I need to do this, and I need the space in order to do it. And I need to guard what I have within me, that sense of purpose, and just for a time I need to put some boundaries in place to protect it. Okay, so let's see what oracle card we get. So here we go. And we have forgiveness, reducing burden. Maybe this is a time to reflect. Forgiveness, releasing burden. It's that letting go again. We had that yesterday, didn't we, with that death aspect. I think it was the Lady de los Muertos, the Lady of the Dead, as in the plural, but the dead. So I was right. So that's what it was. And letting things go, letting things pass away, even grudges, even these negative, harmful things. We may need to set a timer to work through that and release some things so that we can cut our ties with those energies that are not going to be helpful to us as we move on. And that's part of drawing a line in the sand, putting the boundaries in place by cutting past ties and grudges, and that might be to forgive others, to forgive ourselves as well for mistakes we've made and for the things that we wish we hadn't have done, and that have harmed us. We need to forgive ourselves. So let's take some time to do that kind of work in order to preserve what we've gained and the opportunity that we're being presented with, and then let's press onwards. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 11. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.